Hello. Once again, I'm Rob.
D.
30-minute total body workout. All you're going to need is
A towel.
a towel. That's it. Towel and enthusiasm. So, as always, 8 exercises, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. If you need to rest a little bit longer between laps, feel free to pause and take that extra time. But as always, you're not going to go grab a coffee, run some errands, watch something on Netflix. It's no more than a minute rest. All right, we're gonna start off with a little warm up, as always. So what we're just gonna do is a little high knee punch combo. You're gonna see us moving a little bit here because it's chilly right now.
Yes.
Fall has reared its ugly head in Toronto. At the time of this filming. All right, I'm just gonna step back here. We're gonna go into some jumping jacks. Bruce is staying in the middle here, making a really cool album cover. All right, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna do 4 quick shuffles and a hip open. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice hip open on each side. So take your time with the hip open. We'll do one more. All right, we're gonna get down on the ground. You're gonna do 6 to 8 mountain climbers, depending on your fitness level, and then 2 to 3 push-ups. Push-ups can be from your toes or your knees. What you want is the depth. And let's do one more rotation of this. Now, we are just going to roll onto our back. We're just going to do a little drop your knees from side to side. So having your heels off the ground is a little bit more advanced. If you need to, keep your heels on the ground as you do this. Keep both shoulders on the ground. While you rotate, if it starts popping off, that's your range of motion. Stop and go back the other direction. Feel that nice gentle stretch in the low back. Speaking of which, this is the last time you'll feel something in your lower back. Never work through low back pain.
Nope.
We'll go into hip thrusters. So remember, all you're gonna need is that towel, water, therapy dog like we have. All right, we're just gonna pop up onto our feet. What do we have here? Yeah, let's just do some quick feet for the last few seconds. Let's get that heart rate up a little bit. All right, here we go.
All right, guys. So first exercise is lower body predominant. So we're gonna do a prisoner squat with the sprawl combo. Okay, working on legs, glutes, a little bit of back, focusing on pulling your shoulder blades together as you go into a prisoner squat. So weight goes through the heels, bum goes back, then jumping out into a full straight line high plank position, and then jumping back in. So notice how Rob is keeping his feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart when he's jumping back in from that sprawl. So he's set up into the squat right away. Okay, remember you can slow it down, go at your own pace. So back stays neutral, chest is up, elbows stay back. The tendency in a prisoner squat is to pull those elbows forward. So you really want to try to open up through the chest, engage those muscles in between the shoulder blades, squeezing the glutes as you come up from the squat. Remember, you're going nice and low, full range of motion, and if jumping out is too much, you can step out, right, left, step back in to modify. Done. All right, next up is upper body core. So we're doing a push-up with a supine toe touch. So 2 functional movements. I'm going to break them down first. If you haven't done this before, take your time learning the movement. So 1 full push-up, and then we're going to have Rob flip over onto supine position, bridge. So hips are high, and he's going to reach with his hand for opposite toe. So the key here is to stabilize through your hips and not let your hips drop. 1 full push-up, and again, we're going to flip it over. If reaching for your toes is a challenge for you, you can reach for your knee instead. Work on finding the balance, firing up the glutes, keeping your hips stable, and as you get stronger, then you can start reaching up for your toes. Remember, core comes first, chest is open, hips stay raised and parallel to the ground. Now, to modify the push-up part, you can do your push-ups on your knees if you're still working on your push-up. Remember, you're always going all the way down, all the way up. Good. All right, next up. I think it's my turn.
Yes, Dee's handling the next two. We're going to be alternating 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. So, Dee will be doing some delightful lunge jumps.
I don't know about the delightful part, but
Oh, it's delightful to watch. Great spectator sport, watching people do lunge jumps. So, chest is up, looking relatively forward. Your eye line can be a couple of feet ahead of you if you need to look at the ground or the wall, just not directly down at your foot. Notice it, he's got that nice 90-degree bend in each leg, and she's powering through the floor as she comes up. If jumping is not your jam, you can just do reverse lunges, but same rule applies. Back knee kisses the floor, power through the floor as you come up. All right, but since it's chilly, you can keep on doing lunge jumps. There we go. All right, next up, we're gonna do a little traveling one. So this one's dictated by how much space you have. We are just gonna be doing 4 tiny steps. It's a military crawl. If you have longer space and you're a little bit fitter, challenge yourself with how far you can go. All right, so she's in her plank position. Her arms are stacked in front, not like this. She's gonna be actively pulling herself forward for 4, and then she's gonna reverse it, pushing herself backwards through her forearms, and then going forward again. Nice flat back. It's really easy to start bringing your butt up in the air when you do this. No. Nice flat back. Now, if this is too advanced, there's a couple different options. You can just hold regular plank, either from your toes or your knees, doing your best, or if you want something a little more advanced, slow controlled leg lifts. So you're not going that high, and then slowly lower, and then nice slow controlled, same tempo on the way up as you go on the way down. Otherwise, just keep on crawling, and you're good to go. All right, next 2.
all right, we're doing side lunges next to back to lower body. Okay, starting with feet shoulder width apart. I'm gonna be alternating right, left, and 2, 1. Beautiful. So nice big step out to the side. So notice how Rob is pressing his entire body weight on that one side, and then he's gonna push through that heel, put your feet together, out of sight. Okay, so the leg that's staying in the middle is nice and straight and relaxed. You're holding it there just for balance. The leg that's bent is doing all the work. You're pushing through the heel, you're firing up the glute, your bum is all the way back. Maybe you have Rob demonstrate from the side. Chest is lifted, back stays straight. So firing up that glute as you come up, feet together, either side. Really pressing in nice and deep. Deep breaths, exhale coming up, inhale down. 3, 2, 1. All right, lateral shoot through bear crawl combo. So maybe we'll be traveling this way. One of Rob's favorite. That's why he's so excited.
Sounds so fancy and
Yeah.
exotic, like in a classy restaurant.
So lateral shoot through, bear plank position. Okay, you're shooting the leg out from underneath, full extension, and 2 to 3 to 4 lateral bear crawls to your right, lateral shoot through on the each end, and then repeat. So if you're just learning lateral shoot through movement, you can modify and place your foot on the ground as you extend that leg. Okay, but chest is open, the opposite elbow goes all the way back. Okay, and then bear crawl. Notice how Rob's knees are in line with the hips, hands are in line with the shoulders. He's keeping his hips stable, abs are super tight. Nice strong lateral shoot through on the each end. So it's controlled movement. Okay. Arms are straight, but just a slight bend in the elbow to protect the joint, so you never want to lock those elbows out. Nice, straight, strong abs. Good.
God, that was
Is
whimsical.
it me now?
Yeah.
It is me now. All right.
All right, you're gonna need your towel now. You're gonna be doing a combo move.
I'm gonna go next to Bruce.
We're gonna be doing our superhero, but we're gonna be doing it with the towel. So tension in the towel, so it's nice and taut. And then bring it right underneath your collarbone above your upper chest, and then into a push-up. So, boom, hands, press, back down again. Remember, nice and tight on the towel. Really watch this. As Dee presses up, her hips, her chest, her belly button, everything is coming off the ground at the same time. The same rules apply if you're doing your push-up from your knees, which is totally fine. You can also let go of the towel and just use it without the towel if it's a little much, because you're really gonna be surprised at how much tension that creates in your upper back and shoulders. All right, boom. Now we're gonna be doing a 180-degree dead bug,
Woo!
which oddly
Yes.
enough is one of Dee's favorites.
Yes, it is. Love it.
So take your time with this movement if you haven't done this before. It's quite tricky. So you're gonna be in this lovely position, arms up, legs at 90 degrees, and you're gonna turn yourself in a 180-degree direction, rocking through your abs. So you're not swinging your arms, your minimal movement in your legs and arms. It's all in the abs as you crunch up to get that rocking. And within seconds, you will have a little campfire in your abs.
Oh God, yes. It's very deceiving.
It's so deceiving. Always fear the unassuming exercises.
Especially when you're doing it on uneven ground.
So again, I'm glad Dee is doing this. You got about 5 more seconds. And then we're going up to the top. Remember, if you need a longer break, take a longer break. Just simply
Woo!
pause until you
That's
feel
on
ready
fire.
to go. And we're going back up to those.
Right, so round 2, guys. Again, pause for a minute if you need rest. If not, just keep going. Okay, we're back to prisoner squat with the sprawl. So round 2, you're more familiar with the movement. See if you can push the pace according to form. So no shortcuts, still full range of motion. Nice deep breaths. Nice deep squat. Full jump out. Back in. Next. Awesome. So remember, elbows are open. Head is straight in line with the spine. Thinking about really shooting the bum back on those squats. Feet are nice and wide. Landing into your heels. Pressing those heels into the ground on those sprawls. As you're coming up into a squat. And you got 10 more seconds. Nice deep breaths. Good. So remember, if jumping out is too much, just step out instead. So eliminate the jump, step out, step back in. Good. Push up with the supine toe touch. So again, break it down. Take your time on transitions when you're turning from prone to supine. Lots of shoulder mobility involved, which is really phenomenal. But if you haven't done that transition before, just really take your time. Okay? Nice high hits here, stabilizing, keeping that pelvis nice and stable so that there's not a lot of rocking happening through the hips. Nice, and remember you can go for your toes or your knees, whatever allows you to maintain that nice high bridge position, and then push-ups again from your toes or your knees as well. Okay, nice, 15 seconds to go. Good. Remember, it's all about mind-muscle connection, thinking about the muscle groups that you're working, becomes way more effective that way. And then one more push-up here, 2, 1, and then we're moving on.
All right, lunge jumps or reverse lunges. We'll do reverse lunges right out of the gate. Save more time for lunge jumps.
Lovely.
So nice and low. Actually, do a couple more, and Dee will do it from the side. Notice, nice straight line. Go with the other side. Look at that lovely straight line. What? Bam! That's what you're looking for right there. And now Dee can go into the jumps. I'm sure she was getting chilly, so
Actually,
thank
I
you
was
for-
pretty cozy warm.
It's nice in the sun, but it's not as nice as doing lunge jumps in the sun. Hashtag Rob Science. 10 seconds. So remember, you're really pushing through the floor. You're looking for quality over quantity, even if it's more of a cardio exercise. So don't race through it if you're flying all over the place. Slow it down with control. All right, Dee's doing that lovely little military crawl. So you're kind of pivoting on your toes and pulling yourself forward with your forearms. And the same goes on the way back, except you're going to be pushing backwards as you kind of rock and pivot on those toes. So if you've never done this before, take your time with it. Don't get frustrated if it's not going as smooth as you think it should. It takes time for your body to kind of understand the flow of things. So just stay with it, stay patient. You're working, you're challenging yourself in a new way, so give yourself that opportunity to kind of learn and make some mistakes and correct them and carry on. So you've got about another 10 seconds. So remember, as always, as we said in the first lap, regular plank, plank with leg lifts as a modification. Whatever challenges you, that's where you should be.
Whew.
All right.
All right, guys, side lunges.
Halfway done your workout.
Yeah.
It's the midway
right?
point.
Flies by when you're having fun.
Yeah.
Okay, nice deep breaths.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Nice. Beautiful. So again, you're sitting all the way down, putting that entire weight on that one side, chest is lifted. Good. Arm goes all the way back. Nice. All the way back. That's it. You know, engage that tissue. Squeeze the glutes when you come up from that lunge. Good. So notice how Rob's shoulders in line with his knee, with his ankle. Nice straight line. He's not putting that weight on his toes. He's pulling it all the way back. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Done and done. All right. Lateral shoot through bear crawl combo. So again, take your time if this is a movement that you're doing for the very first time, but here's hands directly underneath the shoulders, knee directly underneath the hips, 90 degrees bend in the knees. You're rotating the trunk, extending that bottom leg across, and then 3 to 4 lateral bear crawls, and then finish it off with the shoot through on each end. So take your time. Back stays neutral, abs tight. Notice how Rob is pausing that extension here. He's really working those abs here. He's not just using momentum. Nice stable hips on the lateral bear crawls. Just imagine again you have a glass of water on your back, and as you travel over, you don't want to spill it. So really focus on stabilizing your hips. And we've got 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Beautiful.
Woo!
My turn.
Hot damn. Alrighty. So remember, lat pull, once again, if the towel is too much, just pull your hands down, squeeze those shoulder blades. So really squeeze your butt here. That's paramount. Do not stop squeezing that butt. So this movement here is like a lat pull down or a pull up. And then we go into the chest. So we're working the back, we're working the front, we're doing a pull, we're doing a push, which are very functional movements, which are very important in our day-to-day living and overall quality of life. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. You've got about another 13 seconds. Remember, push up from the knee as well, but the same rule applies. You're squeezing your butt. Everything's lifting and lowering off the ground at the same time. 2 and 1. He's going to do the dead bug, and then we're going to go into the last lap. As once again, Bruce takes full advantage to getting everyone shot.
But
Prima
he's
donna.
cute, so he's allowed. You're not, so you're not allowed.
So this is a modification for the dead bug. If you can't do the rocking back and forth, just drop the leg. Another way you can do it too is drop your opposite arm and leg. So go opposite side as the next tier, and then when you're ready, you can start doing the lovely rocking, bada boom, bada bing. Notice that core control as Dee lifts and lowers those feet above and over Bruce's head.
Yes.
And how calm and trusting Bruce is of Dee's form, knowing that he has nothing to worry
Very
about.
trustful. Well, I gotta say,
Look at that.
good for you, buddy. I don't have the confidence in me, honestly.
So that's something you can have just to kind of help trust you even more, to make sure you're doing it right, is have a pet, a small child, an antique vase, something that's worth a lot of money there that you cannot touch. All right?
All right, guys, one more lap. So keep going. If you need a break, maybe pause 1 minute. Other than that, here we go. Into the final third set here. Again, form. If you're starting to fatigue, you're gonna get a little bit more tired now because it's third lap. So really pace yourself, slow it down, modify where you need to, listen to your body. Remember, you're gonna push your body, but not to the point where you break your form. Nice. Deep breath. So stepping out and stepping in as a modification again. If you're starting to notice that you're compromising the form here, nice deep breaths. We got last 10 seconds and then you're getting rid of this exercise. Okay, so go for a nice strong finish, working all the way to the end, 5 seconds strong. 2, 1. All right, push up with the toe touch combo. Woo. All right, so set it up. Again, push-ups on your toes, on your knees, or with one foot up in the air. So if you're looking for more challenge at this point, you can do your push-up with one foot elevated, then foot down, turn it over, supine bridge, hips up, reach for your toes, pause, really fire up those abs, control that movement, don't rush. Flip it over, and then if you're raising your leg, make sure you're alternating which leg goes up each time you do the push-up. Body balance, roll about body balance. Good, 20 seconds, nice and strong. Really taking the time on those transitions. Nice. Good. Last 8 seconds here, and then we're moving on. Okay? This is home stretch, guys. You're almost there. 2, 1, done and done. All right, jump lunges.
Oh, that is a delight. So, if you're looking to make this a little bit more challenging,
A what?
a little more challenging, have your hands
That's not in the script. What are you talking
going
about?
off script. Arms up in the air, just like those single leg push-ups. There we go. So, why this? Why not? You're actually going to be asking your abs to do a little bit more work. You're also expending energy, holding up those arms, gassing those shoulders, and that's energy your body could be using for your legs. Therefore, this becomes more delightful.
Oh yeah, it does.
It's a win-win for everyone. So remember, reverse lunge as a modification. You can do the reverse lunge with your arms up as well. Just as long as your chest is up. Remember, you can look a little bit forward in front of you or at the wall head, just not directly down, because that means we're hinging and we're not staying upright. All right, military crawl. So once again, take your time with this. Even if you are advanced, take your time with this. Too often we go quick, we use momentum, we use speed, and we stop engaging the muscles. So really take your time with this. There we go. Nice push. Back, back. Remember, you want that nice flat back. What's a good little thing too, just taking like a light book, something small like a book, and putting it on your low back before you start. And so that way, if you're lifting your butt or you're rocking through your hips, you're gonna feel it move. It's gonna keep you honest. So it's a great little tip to use to make sure that you're keeping your form on point. There you go. All right,
Woo. All right.
4 more.
Side lunges. Now, if you want to make this a bit more challenging, you could just go into one side, stay there to pulse, and then we're going to switch halfway. That's a fun little way
We're
to
gonna pulse. What?
Yeah. So you're going on one side, you're putting that weight entirely on that left side, and it's in about 1 inch to 2 inches movement, staying at the bottom of that side lunge,
This is a load of bullshit.
pressing through the, no, it's a load of delightfulness, right? Pressing through the heels, so notice Rob's chest is up, shoulder in line with the knee, in line with the ankle, nice straight line, back neutral. Concentrate on firing up those glutes here, and then switch sides.
Oh my god.
So you're targeting that side a little bit more by staying on it for an extended period of time instead of alternating side to side. Okay, 2, 1. All right, lateral shoot through with the bear crawl combo. So lots of core, very functional compound exercise here. Lots going on. Okay, so abs fired up, tabletop position, nice strong shoot through. Remember, you're pulling the opposite elbow back, opening up that chest. Travel, travel, travel. And same here. So again, if you need to rest that leg on the lateral shoot through, you rest it on the ground. You have Rob just show that here for a second. You're still fully extending that leg, pulling that elbow up, keeping nice long spine, abs tight. No rocking through the hips as you're traveling laterally here. You got 14 seconds. And then we're moving on to our last 2 exercises, and then you're done. Nice deep breaths. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hi, Bruce.
All right. Lovely lat pull. So remember, keep that butt engaged. And then when you get here, squeeze your abs, squeeze your butt, drive your hands through the ground. Now notice where Dee's hands are. When she does her press, they're in line with her chest. They're not underneath her shoulders. They're a little bit back. That way we engage the chest and we don't overload the shoulders, which is a very common theme watching people do push-ups. Whether you're a man or a woman, you're doing it wrong if your hands aren't in line with your chest. So nice strong pull, keep that tension in the towel, strong press. You can see that Dee's lifting one leg up, alternating as a modification to make it a little bit more enjoyable. And there we go.
Woo. Oh, sorry, Brucey.
And last one, the dead bug.
Trying to find some even ground. Holy bird.
Just do the damn dead bug. And then what you can do here is straighten out the legs and just do a hollow rock. Another one. And now go into your dead bug. So at every point, you can do 1 or 2 hollow rocks just to give those abs a little bit more je ne sais quoi. So you're staying, oh, that's more of an advanced move. So if that's a little bit too much, go right back in to just keep on doing the dead bugs. Got about 8 seconds, sadly, and then you're done doing dead bugs. 2, and 1. There you go. Done. Boom.
Woo. That was good.
Yeah.
Okay, grab some water, guys. We're gonna do a little bit of cool down stretch. Okay, so we're gonna start with kneeling on your left knee, right foot forward. Then you gently tuck your tailbone under, so you're pushing that left hip forward here, feeling the stretch in your hip flexor. You can interchange your fingers behind you. Lift your arms up and away, going for a nice strong chest stretch through the chest. Chest is lifted. Nice deep breaths here. And slowly with exhale, release. Place both hands on the inside of that right foot here. Turn towards your right knee. Rotate out your spine. Reach with your right arm towards the sky. Okay, bring it back to the center. Into pigeon pose, you're going to cross that right leg in front. We're going to go for a glute stretch here. So depending on your flexibility, you can stay up here. Or if you want to go into a deeper stretch, feel free to come down a little bit lower. So you're trying to really make sure your hips are nice and low. A deep breath. With exhale, come up. Hands and knees position. Hands in line with the shoulders. And you're going to round your back into a cut stretch. Drop your head down. And then drop your belly button in towards the ground. Arch your back gently. Look up. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, stretching out your core. And now find a happy medium neutral spine. Take a big step forward with your left foot. You're going to stretch that right side right now. Gently push that hip flexor forward, feeling the stretch here. And bring your right arm across. Gently pull it in towards the chest. Stretching the back of the shoulders. Take a deep breath, switch over the other side. Now both hands on the inside of your left foot. Turn, rotate towards your left knee. Extend that left arm towards the sky. Bring it down, transition into a pigeon pose, stretching that left glute. Once again, find a level of stretch that works for you.
You also might find one side's tighter than the other, and that's okay. That's really normal. You usually have one dominant side. So my left side right now is...
And now come up, hands and knees, and then just walk your hands towards your feet as you're lifting your knees off the ground. Keep your upper body nice and relaxed. Arms are loose, head is just loose. And then starting at your hips, start rolling. crawling up, one vertebra at a time, slow control. Good, and I'm gonna finish this off with the quad stretch, so take your time for balance. If you need something to hold on to, grab a chair, find a wall. Make sure the leg you're standing on is slightly bending your knee, connect your knees together. Really focus on driving that heel towards your bum so that your leg is further back to emphasize on stretching that quad rather than right here. Okay, so knees are in line. Nice deep breath, switch. Now shake it off, take a deep breath in. And with exhale, shake off any leftover tension you may have in your body. And then we're done. So awesome, guys. Thanks so much once again for joining us. As always, if you want to make this more challenging, feel free to add a fourth or a fifth set to it. You can play around with timing for more of a beginner type workout. Shorten it to 30 seconds of work. For more of an advanced, you can go up to 60 seconds of work, play around with it. Either way, you'll see you don't need a lot of space, time, or any equipment to get a really wicked workout. Right?
That's about it. As always, like, subscribe, share with everybody. Also, join us on Instagram. We've got a bunch of other content on Instagram. So it's at DANDR_fitness. We've got our app. Check out our programs. We've got a lot of excitement coming down the pipe with that as well. So big things coming your way. So keep on challenging yourself, and we'll see you next time.
That's right. Thanks, guys.
For the hangout.